We're doing the symbolism for you through depression, for all that stuff.
We have it, don't worry.
You know, like the hard stuff, not just the blessing.
But we know there's a lot of people in the bride that are suffering as well. So.
Yes, yeah, no, and I don't mean that, but I'm just saying, like, he's using us for certain things to kickstart things.
Yes.
Okay. So then, I'm gonna read some of the teleportation things that he has, just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Teleportation was also in the Bible, because you remember when Jesus was like, it wasn't his time yet.
So he was running away from the Pharisees. He would also
it wasn't his time yet to be crucified, so he just disappeared, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, my leg. Oh.
Yeah, it does actually. I think it says he disappeared, right?
Yeah, so it wasn't his time yet, so he disappeared.
Right. Yeah. What do you think that means?
So that's teleportation, and Philip also teleported as well. So it's in the Bible. Now, I know, of course, there's a mockery. You know, I think it's astral projection. I think it's the mockery.
No, astral projection, I think it's when they go in the spirit.
Okay, maybe that was
in the spirit world, whatever.
There's always a mockery, though, you know. So I'm not sure which one it is, though. Okay, so I'm not going to read December 6th because I think we're going to read that entire prophecy tonight. Yeah. That was when he invited everyone to the supper and he was speaking in future.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Okay, so go ahead, G. We'll start with 3:12, and it's combined. So he started giving me the message on 3:12, but then he added more on 3:18.
Okay.
I gotta stretch my legs.
I am doing all this before I even stop the clock and before I even dial the clock back. So you are going to witness the supernatural in real time, and then you will be following along the journey of Cassie in heaven as well as Mandy and G on earth. I'm going to be showing you things and teaching you things while these missions are happening. Now, I have another mission coming that I have set aside for Denise, who I am bringing in on the third mission. And that is the parallel universe. She will be speaking about all this while she is showing you the supernatural and her location through teleportation. And she will be showing you the time clock and how the worlds are going to collide. She will also be showing you how the worlds are ahead or behind, and how if you step into a different world, you could be on a different timeline, a different dimension, and a totally different clock. She's going to be showing you that in the with live footage, because when she gets there, I will restart the clock. She's also going to show you the difference of the worlds coming together and the different time zones and how it's all correlated, all fitting together through the mirrored image.
Now, Denise, she's one of the 12. She put out her very first video in 2023 on 5/15. 5/15 was the video she talked about, but I think it was December 19th was farewell, or December 18th. But anyway, so she will come back as well, you know, to show the supernatural. He's going to use his 12 for different things, just like he's going to use his bride for different things. And once he does pre-celebration, he calls up his bride. He trains them to be elders. So you have to understand, he's been training our group now for over 2 years. So that's why he starts with us, but he's going to be using his bride too. So when he calls them up, he'll be training them personally. But it'll be years in heaven, but it'll feel like minutes or hours here. So it's like the clock stops.
2 years, almost 3 years.
Well, yeah, it's been
2.5 years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's what's really cool about that, is because then they come back and then they start changing in front of people, and then you just have all these like revivals breaking out everywhere.
Jesus Revolution.
Yeah, and so that's how he's going to wake up his children, because think about it. All of a sudden you're standing in front of someone and they start changing in front of you. That's pretty supernatural and pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
And so he's doing that, and that's what he's doing with the videos and my hair and my body. You know, he switches me out with different bodies.
Yep.
Because I promised you I wasn't wearing a fat suit.
All kinds of bodies. All right, it's 7/10/2025.
He went through the wineskin process, but he's better.
They have to start teleportation mission of waking up their friends and family, and then they have to get online.
So that's 7/10/2025. So it's so funny how he speaks through me, because I don't even know what comes next, but it always like fits somehow.
Yeah. 1/19/2024. 1/19.
Yeah, you're right.
2024, 8:54 a.m. I look at time different than you. This is why I have been teaching you signs in the heavens and my true calendar. and everything I say will confirm one another. My proof will always get out, and the bride will always confirm. This is why many are having teleportation dreams now. They are from me. This is why planes are falling. They are from me. Many have dreamt this, and I am slowly warning you, but it's all about to fall at full steam. The boiling pot is about to tip over, and the end games are here. Totalitarian government is right around the corner. Do you have any idea what they're planning? Because I do, and I'm trying to show you through my prophets that I ordained before they were even born. Many of you still do not know my voice and still cannot see my words. I left you many signs. I have given you many warnings, and now I am performing my word. 5/21/2025. I think also in the meantime, he's going to be doing teleportation missions to wake up our friends and family as we're showing the supernatural on the correct frequency side of the group. So he has a lot of plans. 8/19/2025. This is another surprise other than teleportation missions to wake up your family and friends, because many of your family and friends do not believe what is happening, especially in some of the other circles. So we are going to be visiting those circles to wake up the people. I love you, my children. I am doing all of this for my children to wake them up, to show them the supernatural. And in the meantime, Mandy and G will also be going on their missions, because they have to get everything started for the pre-introductory phase.
See, there's the pre again.
Phase, because while you, Cassie, the other Cassie, that's going to the world, which is the Cassie that I'm speaking to now, you are going to be showing the supernatural in this way before you start changing into your glorious body.
So there's a reason why he says the other Cassie. So you have to understand, there's duplicates, there's different. So you have Cassie that's going to play a role that's going to come against me eventually, but it's not the Cassie that we know and love. Like, Cassie's my best friend, right?
She's my best friend too.
Okay, fine, we can share. Well, she can be both of our best friends.
Okay.
Cassie, we love you. But anyway, so it's really fun because we see it's very spiritual in our group. Like, you know, some of our kids that we know is going to be in heaven. Lydia, she's another one in our group that she's apparently our daughter in heaven from the very beginning. And we just love first. Lydia, we love her. She's so sweet. McKenna, that was also her role, but McKenna's also Lydia. You see, they're the same person, just in different suits. And so, who's the Peter and Helen? They are also our kids. So, and this is how Jesus did it. It's really cool. Like, you have to really have childlike faith to believe these strangers are your children.
I can tell just by voice frequencies.
Yeah,
exactly.
And so when he says the other Cassie, it's because there's one Cassie where he's going to switch out the spirit, and he's going to put the rebellion colony in there. You know, because from the very beginning there was a rebellion colony, and part of Cassie's role was she was the one that he made to go to the other side with the light and the darkness in it or whatever. But there's more to the story with that, because he's going to switch her out to a completely different spirit. And Cassie's going to be the one that stands up and be like, okay, guys, we're going against each other, because she's going to get her memories back, and then the veils will be removed. So what's really cool about this whole World War III thing that's coming in the group is when you're going to see and this will be in another timeline, so you may forget this, but it'll eventually be circled back around to see this video. But basically what's going to happen is the groups are going to be formed. They're going to come against one another, you know, to see which one's on the correct side, right? You know, they all know the salvation, but is there more after salvation? Is there the wineskin process, or is it just done, right? So then you have some groups that are kind of under the law, that are very religious, and, you know, so Jesus is showing that as well. And so we will have veils on, meaning you're not going to know that it's the same person because they're in different suits, or he might supernaturally do something and remove our veils. But anyway, you're going to know eventually that that's it. That is what Jesus is trying to show you. And then they all kind of merge back together.
It's pretty good.
It's very exciting.
Very dramatic.
Like, this movie is truly going to be one of the most epic movies. And I say movie because God's all about entertainment. He really is. And he created everything. And he's showing this entertainment, the prodigal son journey from the stars, to wake up his children, but also to show his children what to do and what not to do, because it's all like training and learning process. Was that all the teleportation ones?
No, there's more.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he loves movies, guys, because movies tell you a story, and they tell it in an entertaining way.
He watches movies with us,
and they're fun. I mean, how many? If we were, that's what's what you do. Honey, let's watch a movie tonight. It's exciting, right? And you learn from the movies. It's like movies are awesome. Who made them? Jesus did.
And sometimes he'll be watching a movie with us, like and G will pause it and he goes, "What are you doing, my son? I was watching that."
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit.
Like
I have to go to the bathroom, Lord. Anyway, okay, 10:30, 2024. I just heard, okay, my children, my hour is here. Get ready. 1953. I'm going to prove teleportation. 1958. And I heard again. 2002. I am Yeshua HaMashiach. I come in the flesh, bled and died on the cross, and rose on the third day. Supernatural is coming. 7/13/2025. The teleportation is first, as I have surprises for all, because before we go to heaven, we are going to wake up our close ones, so we can celebrate with all. And now the world's about to wake up when teleportation is here for all the world to see. 12/11/2024, which is 3/11, right?
Yeah.
There is going to be a time when you wake up and you are not even in the same world, not even in the same location. There is teleportation happening right now. It is happening not only because I'm allowing it to happen, to go forth, that on the decree that I've already declared it in the heavens, but also the devil knows my plans. The devil knows my plans, not all of them, because I've kept some things secret. But the stuff he knows is what he's releasing now. Why do you think AI is doing all these things? Because the whole world is about to be dark. The whole world is about to come crashing down with nothing but demonic influences in your home. They are leading to doorways coming from the pits of hell, and you are inviting it in your home. You are inviting it.
You're inviting it in every time you download.
Every time you download on AI app, every single thing they are doing, they are pushing those demons through those portals, and you don't even know what's happening because you are so asleep, not awake. And my people are trying to wake you up, and you keep calling them names.
So, these are prophecies. These are just like parts of prophecy that he gives. We're not reading the whole prophecy. We're just doing parts until, we release the messages. But as you can see, this is 2024 and 2025. He's never stopped speaking the entire time. Almost daily, he gives us something. Yeah. And now he started him as a prophet on 5/18.
Yeah, I think somewhere around
5/12.
5/12. 5/12, yeah.
5/12/2024, he started giving him messages.
Yes, he did.
And
he confirmed them, like, with other people in the,
cool.
the 12. It was very awesome.
So cool. Like, there would be something he'd be speaking to me privately about. At the same time, he was speaking to him, giving him a message, confirming that he was speaking to both of us because he's omnipresent. Yeah, and that also awesome. Proves that Jesus, is behind all this, because he's omnipresent. The devil isn't. And so that's how he also proves things, like by giving us the same thing at the same time in the group.
Yep.
I want to go back to this really quick. You talked about, teleportation already happening. So there were some TikTok videos where people are saying that they were like in a location that took 30 minutes to get there, and all of a sudden they were like within seconds. They have no idea why they're there and where they were. So I believe that Jesus, some of it was him showing the teleportation coming, showing the supernatural. There have been accounts where people remember waking up in different worlds. Yeah,
they have the family members they had.
So he's allowing that to come out, right? And then, of course, you have the mockery side, too. Apple started talking about how they're going to come out with something with, like, teleportation technology or whatever. But I believe Jesus had said that technology won't come out until he's ready for the great tribulation to come. And as you can see, every day we get closer and closer, but then he's just going to dial it back, and we're not going to be at that time anymore. And that's really going to infuriate the devil, because, he is planning all this destruction, and Jesus is like, nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
My people aren't ready yet. And he's doing that because he loves you, because he's such a loving God.
Yeah. Okay. 7/16/2025. To be presented with the first astounding missions created by Yeshua HaMashiach to announce the call of the pre-celebration in the first round of blessings in heaven. All close loved ones, included furry friends, will accompany the 12 in heaven for the first pre-celebration in heaven. After teleportation missions happen, and the surprise for the 12 sections birthright through the Judah tribe 12, and under to commence at the Heavenly Father's hour on the calendar of his choosing to bring forth the teleportation surprises. Announcement. Sound the alarm. Ring the heavenly bell of the heavenly courts. The gold starts my hour through Adam. You will see it. Declare it. Let the hour commence.
So G, because he was Adam in the very beginning, the same spirit, he's going to have golden highlights. That's the start of the hour. So when you see him start changing into his golden highlights, know that we are here to start that hour. It's going to be very exciting.
Yeah, we'll have golden locks everywhere.
So he started with me first, but if you can see, he switches his suits out too.
Yeah, sometimes I'm chunkier, sometimes I'm...
Yeah, look, you look cut today, honey.
Yeah.
Look at your arms.
You didn't put me in such a chunky suit this morning.
Yeah, so you see, we never know what we're going to wake up as. I think that other one was the heaviest I've ever been.
Yeah, that was crazy. It looked like your head was on a bobblehead.
It looked like my head was on a different body. I was like, what is going on,
weird.
Jesus?
Yeah, it was really cool.
I'm not saying I have a skinny toothpick or anything. I've obviously gained weight,
Yeah.
But it's just funny just to see how, he switches the pregnancy in and out. And he shows me sometimes, just how he changes my body. It's crazy. I can't explain it. And I think somebody was talking about phantom pregnancies or something.
Yeah.
On the comments section. But you have to understand, this is not in my mind. I'm not wishing to be pregnant or anything like that. I don't have any trauma based on that. That's why you do the wineskin process. Jesus took that away. I don't even think about the babies I lost because I know those babies will be in heaven anyway. And they were meant to be his because he's my soulmate. So all of that being said, the phantom pregnancies and stuff, I can't make my stomach grow out here. And you've seen the supernatural pictures when he puts the baby in, I look pregnant and it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
So, and I think the other day he kind of put it in. So that's why it's really, really hard right here.
Mm-hmm.
And so, sometimes it's smaller. Sometimes it's like Revelation 12 women. That's what I got to go through.
Okay. So 2/19/2025. When you see the supernatural, some of you will think that your eyes are playing tricks on you. That's how I felt. But they are not. Mandy and G are in their glorious bodies, and you will see them this way. And when they will prove teleportation to you, because I'm going to show you through them how many blessings they will have, because they've chosen to pick up their cross and follow the Father's will. But I have blessings for all of my children, so it's not just them. There's so much more coming, and my people are truly going to wake up. And my children will know that I am the true Father of light. I am the Father of love. And when they see what kind of God I truly am, that I was never that condemnation God that the devil portrays in the Old Testament with a false character, they will know the truth. My character never changes, and I've been God. And I've been God from the very beginning, and the Son from the very beginning. That's it.
Okay, that's it. So yeah, if you think about that really quick, so the reason why he says that is because it all stems from his original guidelines. So it stems from the Native Americans also. This is why there's 12 tribes, right? Hey, I love that. We worship like that sometimes. But anyway, so it all has to do with that, right? And
Jess is Native American.
Yeah, I know. That's another story. We don't have Center. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. That's okay. The 12 tribes. There was something I was going into. Okay, so basically the original guidelines before they became the 10 Commandments. So you have to understand the story, because in the Old Testament there was 2 fathers working. Now, of course, you only have a third of the Bible, so you don't know those pieces yet. But did you know that they even changed the books, the order in the Bible? Jesus said. He said there was a beginning book called Revelation. Not the Revelation that we have now at the end, but he's the Alpha, Omega, beginning and the end. There was one that was for the original kingdom that talked about the original flower grid and the frequencies and how his people were 144,000 but not just 144,000 in the tribes, also 144,000 frequencies and the 144,000 the true DNA, right? Because that's why the third strand is 216. So anyway, that's what they're trying to change with all those negative frequencies and all the other things that we'll talk about another time.
Maybe next week.
That's your favorite slide. I
Yeah.
love it. But anyway, so there's so much more to the story. If you think it's all you have, you'd be wrong. And so Jesus proved it because, you know, he would give me things on the side supernaturally and messages, but he would be talking to Cassie from Faith Over Fear 44, and he would be showing her where this stuff is, like in the books. So at the same time he's giving me messages, he's giving Cassie the information to go find it. And then we would come together and I'd be like, okay, this is what Jesus said. And she was like, oh, I read that. Okay, so that makes sense. Now I understand what he's saying. And so we would put our stuff together showing how Jesus is speaking to the entire group. But my role was, he doesn't have me read everything. And G, you know, we're one. When I say mine, I mean G and I. Because, you know, my thing is supernatural. It's like, that's why I never got a Stellarium app, right? Because he didn't want me to, because he gives it to me supernaturally. Right? Every single thing he speaks, you know, is all supernatural. I don't study anything or look up anything because he gives it to me inside this little noggin here.
Yep.
So anyway, but it all starts with that. There's original guidelines. They got turned into a curse with the 10 Commandments, and that's why it's more like very like wrathful. And so then, you know, I believe the next book was Job, because it was showing the foreshadow of them making an agreement to torment Job, right? And because Job is also the same spirit as Adam. So you have to understand, Jesus used the same people in the very beginning, but he duplicated them and he made them their own creation, and that's how the world was made.
Yeah, if you like those people in the Bible, you can like the same people again.
It's just the same people using over and over again throughout many characters, and you've all been many characters. It's the same thing with the celebrities and all that. Like, they're going to see that eventually they'll wake up and realize, hey, I'm this spirit, you know, because he'll switch us in, switch us out. And he's going to show that and prove that with supernatural as well. So there might be a time where we get online and we're now in a primary character where we're somebody that you already know as a celebrity, right? And then there might be times where we're in upgraded bodies where we're just like really small and younger, like a lot younger. Basically like the fit earthly body. And then okay, well, I guess I got to clean out the storage because it died again, or, you know, ran out of
Battery.
Memory. Okay, but basically, you know, primary suits he's going to show glorious bodies. He's going to show the upgraded bodies, and then there's another surprise later that he's going to show as well, which I'll talk about another time because he may not want me to discuss it since the thing died. I took everything as a sign. But that was pretty much it. Anyway, we're wrapping it up. But thank you for listening to another crazy Mandy and G Arise
It was
session.
lovely spending time with you guys today.
Well, we love you so much. Do we do or we claim Jesus Christ as the Son of God? He came in the flesh.
No.
He came in the flesh, bled and died on the cross, and rose
He came in the flesh, bled and died on the cross. He came in the flesh, bled and died on the cross, and rose on the third day. Sorry.
I rebuke you, demon.
I know. Anyway. All right, guys.
Okay, we love you so much.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.